Thus Russia reached landmark deal on destruction of Syria chemical weapons arsenal by Euro's News. Keep up with the news by installing Euro's trademark S extension 4. Never miss a story with this clean and simple app that delivers the latest headlines to you. Version: Arabic, Spanish, Russian. Free video. 1/2 3/4 and superscript 2. Root prime. Abruptly. Mobile apps. RSS. Live. Search. Section News. USA. Russian politics. Business. Opus Edge. InVision. InMotion. Shows. Bulletin board. More. Home/News/. Thus Russia reached landmark deal on destruction of Syria chemical weapons arsenal. Published time: September 14, 2013 10:15. Edited time: September 14, 2013 12:58. Get short URL: U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. AFP photo/Larry Downing. Trends: Syria unrest tags John Kerry, Lavrov. Politics: Russia, Syria, USA. Russia and the United States reached a deal on a framework that will see the destruction or removal of Syria's trademark S chemical weapons by mid-2014. Under the plan, the Assad government has 1 week to hand over an inventory of its chemical weapons arsenal. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and his U.S. counterpart John Kerry announced the plan on putting an end to Syria's trademark S chemical weapons program following their third day of negotiations in Geneva, Switzerland. Kerry outlined several points of the plan, which would see the Euro's rapid assumption of control by the international community of Syria's trademark S chemical weapons. He further stressed Russia's commitment to the complete destruction of not only of Syria's trademark S chemical weapons arsenal, but also its production and refinement capabilities. Syria will also become a party to the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons (OPCW), which outlaws their production and use. Damascus must submit within a week Euro's trademark S time Euros and not 30 days Euros a complete inventory of related arms, Euros including names, types, and quantities of its chemical weapons agents, types of munitions, and location and form of storage, production and research and development facilities. The Syrian government should provide the OPCW, the UN and other supporting personnel Euros with the immediate and unfettered right to inspect any and all sites in Syria. Euros Lavrov later said that security for all international inspectors on the ground should be provided for not only by the government, but opposition forces as well. It remains undecided who will actually be tasked with destroying the stock, although their destruction Euros outside of Syria and under Euros OPWC supervision Euros would prove to be optimal. On the timetable, Kerry said inspectors must be on the ground no later than November, while the destruction of chemical weapons must be completed by the middle of 2014. Providing this framework is fully implemented, it can end the threat these weapons pose not only to the Syrian people but also their neighbors, Kerry said, adding that Russian and U.S. teams of experts had reached a shared assessment of the existing stockpile and that Syria must destroy all of its weapons. It was possible that the Syrian rebels have some chemical weapons, he acknowledged. If Damascus fails to comply with the plan, the response in accordance with Uncharter Chapter 7 will follow, Kerry said, in a reference to the use of military force. The chapter provides for action by air, sea, or land forces as may be necessary to maintain or restore international peace and security in the event other measures fail. But Russia's Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, said the agreement did not include any potential use of force against Syria. He however said that deviations from the plan, including attacks on UN inspectors, would be brought to the UN Security Council, which would decide on further action. There is no prior agreement about what form the Security Council's trademark S measures might take if Syria does not comply, Kerry said. Kickstarting Geneva II. Meanwhile, both sides reiterated previously stated intentions to meet with Lakhdar Brahimi, the United Nations and Arab League Special Envoy to Syria, on the margins of the UN General Assembly on September 28. Speaking alongside Kerry and Lavrov in Geneva on Friday, Brahimi said ongoing work to put Syria's trademark S chemical weapons under international control was a necessary step for convening the Geneva II conference. The conference, which is intended to hammer out a political solution to the brutal civil war which has embroiled Syria for over 2 years, could be held in October, Lavrov told reporters. On Monday,